Good morning. Now hear this. Available on Amazon. We are live. I am Titus. That is Levi. This is Not the Experts. Coming to you live from Brother Production Multimedia.
Hey.
Clayton, good morning. So we got a lot going on today. Levi, tell them what we got.
Oh, we've got a lot of NBA talk,
A lot of
NBA
NBA
playoff races heating up.
Mhm.
We've got
Right.
Super League talk, NFL draft coming.
Mhm.
Is it this weekend?
Nah,
Next weekend?
it's next. No, it might be this weekend, 29th. So when's 29th?
Next
Next
weekend.
weekend, yeah.
The 29th is
Next Friday.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But yeah, that's it.
all that's coming up today. We're getting all that. Got a lot of spicy
More and
topics.
more. Yeah.
But before anything, gotta ask the number one question. Levi, what's popping?
Today I'm feeling 100 plus 320 because
Ah,
it's 420.
see what you did there.
Yeah.
See what you did there.
I'm gonna say that's what's popping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. So shout out to all the partakers out there. Enjoy y'all's day.
Shout out to New York. Going over that out just in time. The one thing to do when you have a scandal is legalize weed.
Yes.
That'll buy you like 3 months of distractions.
Yes.
So good job, Cuomo.
Yeah.
Way to survive
Well,
that one.
first, when you have one scandal, you back it up with a second scandal,
You
and then
double
when
down
the
on scandal for
second,
sure.
yeah, you double down on the scandals, but when the doubling down actually ends up multiplying your heat, that's when you come in
That's when you gotta come in
with
with all right,
the
fine. You want the weed?
yeah. Here's the weed.
If you don't have sports betting, you gotta go weed. It's like the rule, right?
Yeah.
If you already have sports betting done, then your next step is legalizing marijuana.
Then after that is all drugs.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's a risky one. People aren't ready for that one yet. People aren't ready for that level of
Oregon was
stuff
ready
yet.
for it.
Oregon was ready for it, but that's Oregon. You know what I'm saying? Oregon barely gets acknowledged for anything anyway.
Yeah.
So they can do what they want up there. What's popping over here is this tourist season. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what it means, but I'm a Taurus, so apparently I have personality traits because of the month I was born in, or the time frame I was born in. So
What's your personality traits?
I forgot.
You want to look them up?
Yeah, let's look them up.
Let's see if it's
Let's look up the Taurus.
because mine as a Leo, it's unfortunately fitting. So
I'm known to be intelligent, dependable, dedicated, and stubborn.
so they get stubborn. So 1 out of
Because it's a
4.
bull. It's a bull, so.
And
Wow,
see,
I
Leos
see what
and
you did there.
Tauruses aren't supposed to get along.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta make it work. That's why these things aren't like absolute. People are like, oh, I can't rock with that sign. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just have the sign. I didn't really choose it. I don't really claim everybody over here. Few of y'all, I don't claim y'all. Let me be me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We love their stability and find comfort and consistency. That's actually facts. That is me.
Well, you're a better person than I am because Leos, when you read it, it just pretty much says we're narcissists. So
How do you feel about that?
It says the man in the sunglasses.
yes,
The man in the sunglasses.
Exactly.
And the mineral water.
Yeah, I was as I read each one, it was like, ugh. Yeah, that's
Hit
true.
you a little bit.
Ugh,
Hit you a
yeah,
little
that's
bit more.
kind of true. Ugh, that's kind of true.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, they all had pretty much like narcissistic traits, pretty much.
Word.
That's what I interpreted.
Yeah. Oh, look,
Yeah.
in my professional life, I'm patient, reliable, and very thorough.
Ah,
That's actually pretty accurate.
yeah.
Yeah. So I've been at, never mind, let me not say that on this air. Woo! I almost said, woo! Gotta keep that for a little bit longer. Can't do that one yet. Levi, what's flopping, bro?
I really don't have anything for
I do.
what's flopping. You go ahead. Take the floor.
Gas prices and delivery fees.
Yeah, that does remind me. I do have it flopping.
You got a flopping?
Yeah.
What's up?
But yeah, hopefully the gas prices will have they gone up again?
They had it was like I paid almost like $280 the other day.
That's around where it's
Yeah,
been
I don't
sitting,
like it.
hasn't
That's
it?
too
I don't
close
like
to
it
3.
either.
That's too close to 3. They trying to sneak that $3 thing across the southern threshold, and I don't like that.
Do you remember the 450 days?
No, when did that happen?
You don't remember the 450
When the gas
days?
at $4.50 in LaGrange?
In when I was in high school.
I definitely don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, it was like $6-7. Like other places where it's usually more expensive because
Yeah.
we have pretty low gas prices here
Right.
where we live.
Right.
But yeah, dude, it got up to like $4.50. I was paying.
Here?
Yes,
I really
dude.
don't remember that. That's crazy.
That's when I had my Tacoma. You know how much I was paying?
You was paying. You was spending mad. You was spending
$90,
buku money.
bro.
You was spending buku bucks.
$90
Lord.
to fill up my freaking tank.
Somebody had spent $70 right before I filled up. You see huge past prices. I prayed for him. I said, "Ooh, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you spent $70 on gas today. I'm sorry you had to do that."
You know what made me so mad
What's that?
is, bro, if you haven't been able to tell yet, or our audience at least, I know for me, and I think Titus kind of agrees with me, we are not favorable of the youth right now.
We don't like.
We do not like the youth.
We don't like kids at all. Yeah,
and
we're not a fan. I'll just say it outright. Not a fan of
yes,
y'all.
especially the disaffected youth. So when I saw somebody on Twitter when gas prices first shot up and everybody was talking about it, I saw some youthful person get on Twitter.
What they say?
And they said, "Who really cares about gas prices? I don't even be looking at that anyways when I pump my gas." And they were like 16, 17. It's like,
Of
okay,
course they
duh.
don't. They spending their allowance money. They spend allowance money. They ain't spend no real bread on that. They ain't work for that bread. They spend on the gas.
It's a huge difference, bro. Because I went from paying a little over $20 to fill up my tank to now it's almost doubled.
Yeah, bro. When I can tell that I'm spending money, when I like hit 20 something in my Elantra, and I'm still going past. When I get past like 25, I'm like, what is this? I'm in an Elantra. I should be cut off by now. What are we doing?
Yeah.
That's when I know. Like, yeah, it's disgusting out here, bro.
Yeah.
Sick in these streets right now, these gas streets, and delivery fees on. Bro, meals,
DoorDash.
They don't be expensive, and then they be expensive.
DoorDash rips you off.
They do. But I used them yesterday. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I saw that.
I knew it was a rip off, but I had to just go ahead and do it. I was too deep in. I was trying to like knock out some stuff at home. I didn't really want to leave. If I leave the house, I'm gonna be out for a while. So I just wanted to stay in my space while I was working on what I was working on.
Yeah.
And handle that. So I was like, let me just do this DoorDash thing. And I was like, okay, this don't look bad. And now I got to the final screen, I'm like, where did this come from? That's the extra's like $10. What happened here?
I've bit the DoorDash bullet a many times.
Sometimes you just got to do it, bro.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah, it's just you just got to do it.
You know when I usually do it?
What's
This is the mental gymnastic that makes me do DoorDash.
Yeah.
I'm balling out if I'm DoorDashing, bro. Because I'm about to make that convenience fee look inconvenient, okay? So that instead of, because say you order from JB's or something here, your meal is going to be $6-7.
Right.
Your delivery fee is going to be a little over that, actually. Right. And it makes you feel terrible because it's like, oh, I could go right down the road and save literally half my money on this. Yeah, but if you just ball out with a $30 pasta plate from Venucci's and then you're hit with that little $8 fee, it just seems like taxes right there.
That's a good point. That's a fair point.
Life hack.
Oh, really? Okay,
Write it down.
What up, bro? He said, that's why I deliver on DoorDash. Let me make that money. I didn't know you were a DoorDash guy, bro. Talk to me. When you do the tip, like when we do the tip from the app, do you get that or do you just want the? You know what I'm saying?
I want to know, Rogelio. When do you get your money too? Do you get paid like after every? Or
when
do they drop that money in once a week or something?
Yeah, when do you get the money? It's like a monthly stipend, like a weekly?
Because I thought about it.
Work? Yeah.
Yeah. Thought about doing
Answer these questions. I know you're on a delay, so answer these questions. We'll come back around to it when you answer them. We'll come back around when you answer them. But yeah, we need to know. These are things we need to know. I left a decent tip, but I'm like, do you get all that tip or are they skimming off the top of that tip?
Yeah.
You know, because DoorDash, they'll do stuff like that.
Yeah.
They'll skim the top of the tip. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's how they get down.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if he responded yet.
Yeah, but my what's flopping.
He said it's 2 ways. Okay.
It's 2 ways. What does that mean? So does he have to pay DoorDash for them to pay him? That's what it sounds like to me. 2-way.
Oh, he said you can get it every week.
Oh, so you got the option.
Yeah, you got options. That works.
Okay.
That works. That's not bad then. So you can rack up depending on how much you DoorDashing.
Yeah.
I feel like if you DoorDashing here, you might want to do a longer time because every week I feel like you won't make that much because in LaGrange. If you're like in the A, okay, you can get every week or after every day.
Okay.
So if I'm in LaGrange, I'm definitely doing every week. I feel like every day probably.
It's kind of depressing. I wouldn't want to keep doing it if I was just doing it because you probably see at the end of the day.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah,
I've been driving around all day for $15,
right?
Because you're not going that far.
Right. Yeah, in a bigger city, it's probably lit though.
Yeah, but my what's flopping kind of corresponds.
If you do every day, it's a $199 fee. If you get paid every day, charge you $1.99.
Oh, see,
It's
yeah, I had a
it's
feeling there must be a
there it
little
is.
little catch in
That's
there.
the sneaky.
Okay.
DoorDash education today,
Yeah.
everyone. What's your what flopping? Yes.
I don't know whether to do it as what's popping. So if you're looking for a job, there's plenty of options out there right now. But if you're looking to hire somebody, there's not that many options out there. So, bro, I drove through the town yesterday because it just hit me because of course, like a lot of people have noticed it, and I've talked to other people about it. I think me and you have even talked about it or whatever. But you just see a lot of now hiring signs.
A lot of now
but
hiring
yesterday, it just really hit me how many now hiring signs. I swear, I went down a stretch of like 2 miles. Here in one of the busier parts of town, and I probably saw 20 now hiring signs.
Yeah, everybody need people.
Yeah.
But then I think what it is, see, this is the problem that companies are having, right? Because they be trying to put how much you gonna like the starting money out.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would I leave my house for that?
Yeah.
Because like certain place I won't name that's now hiring, they were on the Indeed. They're like starting at $850. Like, see, that's why no one's coming. That's why. That's why you're not getting anybody because
Well, yeah, if we were like to get down into the whole topic or whatever, there's a lot of factors going into it. And I think right now I've had this long theory, and so it's kind of actually playing out to where I can actually see if this theory is going to work or not. But I mean, when it comes to wages, it's all in competition. And so I know a lot of places though, especially since like the Ro-Ro hit, competition skyrocketed. And so a lot of these places, especially like manufacturers, you can start out pretty good, like over 15, like easily.
Yeah.
But it's just you're gonna be working like long hours.
Exactly.
So that's good though that like they're having these competitors, they're having to compete with each other because they're trying to hire people.
Yeah.
But so we're kind of in that now where it kind of seems like there's a struggle going and who's going to be able to compete or not.
Right.
So that's where the theory.
Yeah. The competition's there, but it's also like I think people are just after dealing with what we dealt with for a year, people are very wary of going to a toxic work environment too. I'm saying have been in those.
No, I mean I've been there too.
Some of us are in them right now.
Yeah.
Whoa, let me relax. Let me relax. Gotta keep it. Oh, we have more DoorDash information, bro.
Hit me.
Oh, he said that but you saying about the everyday fees or the everyday fee. But he said if you rack up for a few days, the $199 is not a big deal. I'm like, that's true. And he said you get paid for every delivery. People typically tip on top of that. So DoorDash be paying. DoorDash be paying, it seems like. And if it's busy, to add another $1 to $3 after every delivery for every delivery.
Okay.
So DoorDash be paying, which makes me feel better. The people are getting paid that drive for DoorDash. Makes me feel better about the money I spent.
Yeah.
So I'm really helping independent workers.
Yeah.
When you buy DoorDash. So now get more DoorDash.
Yeah.
Support DoorDash. I'm gonna do it again next week now.
Yeah.
For sure.
Way to help the people.
Exactly. That's all we're doing is helping the people. That's how you can justify not leaving the house and still getting lunch. All right, headlines. Levi. UFC 261 is this Saturday. It has 3 title fights. It's the first fully packed event the UFC is having. Of course, it's fully packed in Jacksonville, Florida, because where else would they go for that? It's besides Duval County. Shout out to my family in Jacksonville. Love y'all.
What about Atlanta? Was that last weekend's like packed? It was a whole party, wasn't it?
UFC don't really do events in Atlanta.
That wasn't UFC. Whoever threw that boxing match. I don't know
Oh,
what
the
that
thing,
was. Yeah.
the weird thing,
Yeah.
the Triller thing. Yeah, they don't register in my mind. They just don't count.
You said Triller?
Yeah, that's the name of the company. Triller.
Or are they like event?
I don't know what they are, but everything about that thing was weird.
Yeah,
It was so strange.
Yeah,
Like they didn't even try and make it seem. I do respect they didn't try and make it seem professional, but the lack of professionalism was astounding.
yeah. I heard it was so bad. It was hard to listen to
It was so
from a lot of people.
It was so awkward. Like
because it was way too unfiltered and way too stupid.
It was really low level
Yeah.
on every scale. It was just the lowest level. Thankfully, I didn't pay for it.
It sounds like an event in the movie Idiocracy. Like the way I've heard people describe it sounds like, oh, that's like the future of entertainment right there.
Bro. Yeah, it was so cringy. Everything about it was cringy.
Well, some people I heard were actually for it, and they're like, this is where entertainment is going, forward.
And
like,
I just feel like there's levels to comedy. You can have a really cringy event, but you can have like some kind of smart sophistication behind it. You know what I'm saying? That was just cringy to the bottom level. Like, sorry, Pete Davidson. I'm really not sorry, but whatever. But yeah, UFC 61 is Saturday, Levi. 3 title fights. We got Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Andrade. Valentina's been the women's 125-pound champion for a very long time. Probably going to lose anytime soon. Wei Li Zhang versus Rose Namajunas. That fight's kind of awkward. It's a big fight, but it's kind of awkward because some geopolitical comments in the rollout for it. Very weird. It's the weirdest roll I've ever seen in my life. Kamaru Usman and Jorge Masvidal 2. The money grab, part 2.
Yes.
Kamaru said he wants to, shut all the excuses down, which I believe he does want to shut down the excuses for Jorge Masvidal. He also wants to get paid. So, they're going to try and go get paid again this weekend. So, it'll be a fun weekend. My predictions, I got Valentina. Zhang and Namajunas I'm kind of torn on. Usman, I'm probably going to take Usman in the rematch. However, I do want to this is not advice, not professional, but I went on a website and ran some numbers for y'all. If you're into this degenerate type thing, a 3-person parlay of Masvidal, Namajunas, and Shevchenko, put $50 down, you can win $600 on that for a 3-person parlay. I'm just giving you the information. You do what you want to do with it. Don't look at me about it. I'm just telling you what you could win this weekend if you put that down. All right? If you're into that life and you're in a legal state and you're into that degeneracy, I'm just letting you know what you can get some bread. Get some money. You know what I'm saying? Run the numbers.
Yeah.
Do it for yourself.
If you do that and want to tip Titus, send that to me, and I'll make sure that money gets back to Titus.
What, in the DoorDash? What in the DoorDash is this?
I'm going to handle the convenience fees.
Oh, the convenience fees. There we go. Yeah, we all going to make some money. And going to make some bread off this. But yeah, that'll be a fun event. If you feel like purchasing it, go get the ESPN Plus app and subscribe to that. And then you have the ability to purchase the pay-per-view for $70. It's a stupid format. How you got to pay to pay?
Yeah.
What is that? It's like it's like the cover charge at a bar. You got to pay to get in the bar.
And then you got to pay for the drinks.
Yeah. Except this is the app that I'm getting every month. You going to make me buy something extra?
Yeah.
Disrespectful. And I got the yearly ESPN Plus too. I paid for the year.
Oh, you do?
I did the annual. Yeah, because I heard they were raising the price up, so I locked in my price for a year before they did that.
Oh.
Right before they did that, when they had locked it in for a year.
Yeah.
Got secure, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I got mine through my phone contract. So.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, they wrote all them contracts after I already subscribed to my stuff. I'm like, well, I'm already here now, so. I like to do yearly because I just knock it out. If I had the money, I still get a year that won't have to worry about it every month.
That's a smart way to go.
Yeah, just go ahead and knock it out. Steph Curry's still going crazy, Levi. He dropped 49 points last night. 20 in the fourth quarter, by the way. He came in the game with 6 minutes, 45 seconds left, and then dropped 20 in the fourth quarter in 6 minutes. 10 more threes. Made 10 threes last night. 21st career game, 10 or more threes. The second place person has 5, by the way. 5. It's Klay Thompson with 5. So Steph has a pretty solid lead there. Also, he's made 54 threes in his past 6 games. And he's now the points per game leader in the NBA. All this happened last night. Curry, he's on such a run right now, bro.
Yeah, he is.
It's sick. It's so much fun to watch. And I'm so glad he did it because people were like, out here like, oh, can Curry lead a team? Can he be this thing on the team?
Yeah.
And he had to, remind some of y'all for some reason.
We were going through a big drought with no Splash Brothers. We
did miss Splash Brothers. I still miss Splash Brothers.
I do too.
But yeah, Curry is going crazy and carrying this team. What have you thought about his run so far?
It's impressive, and it does answer questions that I had, thinking that Curry can't pick up a team.
Yeah,
but I will also say, do it in the playoffs, though. Even though he won't get the chance to do that this year. But
drag Andrew Wiggins in them in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's when we'll know.
Yeah,
you can drag Andrew Wiggins. That's the only scorer on your team. Yeah, and Draymond Green still has a backpack on his back when he shoots. You drag them through the playoffs, buddy.
Yeah, I want to see it. Because I already know, LeBron could do it. LeBron could have done it. So if we're going to say Curry can...
Who's doing that? Who's making the LeBron comparison, though?
No, but, okay, sometimes you make the LeBron comparison when you're talking about, who the best players are. When you're comparing each of their... So you're going to throw in, LeBron can pick up a team and carry them. And so that's kind of where the whole argument has been. Can Steph Curry pick up a team and carry them?
Yeah, but I feel like we should be smarter than that by now. We should understand how this works. by
Yeah,
now.
but it's gonna be talked about if you're gonna compare the players.
It should be dead by now. It's a terrible argument.
Well,
So
I
it's
mean,
bad.
I don't think it's a poppin',
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I
that's
think it should be dead right now. We should never hear it again. Personally, I feel like we should never be brought up again. It should be
yeah.
over with.
Well, they're incomparable, but they're still
They are.
gonna
They're
get
very
compared.
incomparable
Yeah,
players. I think we talked about that on an early show too, like a very early show. We had talked about that.
yeah.
Before the season started, I think.
Well, I mean, I just got in an
Okay.
argument not long ago either about the whole Steph Curry LeBron thing and talking about like defense too. And I was like, what do you expect from Curry on defense? Like, do you
Bruh,
expect a
that's
whole
what-
lot?
right?
No, but
I
apparently
hear
some
you.
people do. Some people
That's
do.
no.
Yeah.
No.
And do they want to consider size? No.
That's the
no.
thing. That's why him and LeBron.
Because if you're a baller, you're going to go get it.
That's
and
why
you're
they're
gonna
so
post them
incomparable.
up.
That's
blah,
why they're
blah,
so
blah.
incomparable, bro. It's like you want the physical 270-pound whatever dude. You want the
You can't-
210, 20-pound dude do what 270-pound 6'7" guy does. It makes
Yeah.
no sense. Like they dominate the game and they physically dominate
Exactly.
the game in different ways.
This is how you can get around this argument, and this is how you can beat those LeBron stands who don't want to hear it, and they like to draw every comparison with LeBron. If you like to
Mhm.
hype somebody up,
Mhm.
here comes the LeBron comparison. So this is how you do it. This is how I approached the Kevin Durant one back in the day.
Yeah, before you had to give that one up.
No, I don't give that up.
Why not? We'll get
Kevin
into that later.
Durant
We'll get
and
into that
Steph
later.
Curry are more skilled
No, they're
than
not.
LeBron is.
Kevin Durant's not more skilled than LeBron. Stop.
Yeah,
No,
I would
stop.
say he is.
He's not. Durant.
Well,
Now Durant's the one who's literally never like been on a terrible team. He's been on a terrible team in a very long time.
That's true.
Like in a very, very probably
That is true.
Yeah, his first like couple years. He's the one who's never been on a trash team.
Well, he makes money moves.
He does. But I'm saying OKC was drafted so well, like he didn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't fault
Yeah.
him for that, but I don't think he's more skilled.
But he was very young. All those guys
Yeah.
were very young.
Right.
So they did very impressive things.
They did. They did
But yeah, their youth
for sure. But
and
yeah,
experience got
but
in
yeah,
the way.
no, yeah, LeBron. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Durant, but come on now.
Wait,
how
so
we
would
got
you
on.
say Curry's more skilled than LeBron though?
No.
Okay.
I think it's different skills. I think it's different type of skills that you can have. Because just because you physically can't, like, I know Curry can't be the defender LeBron is, but I'm not gonna take away LeBron's defense at his peak. Peak LeBron was ridiculous.
So the defense, yeah. I mean, this gonna have to be a topic.
Yeah,
I guess for another time or another
Yeah.
day. But I would say
peak LeBron was insane. Miami,
LeBron,
LeBron was terrifying.
a lot of things are interwoven, like between skill, because
Mhm.
it does take skill for him to do what he does.
Right.
But also, it's interwoven with the fact that the dude's a gift from the basketball gods, and
But
so
yeah, he's also, but you don't get the passing ability from the basketball gods. You gotta.
yeah. But I'm talking about like when you're talking about defense. That's mainly for
Yeah,
defense.
some of the
though.
defense, some of the defense is physical, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It is physical gifts, but he still is skilled on that end. Not to say Curry isn't, but Curry can't do certain things. He can get some steals every now and then. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then that's another conversation. More great players, but I see people getting mad at people putting Curry on all time lists, and all I have to do is all I have to say is that stop hating, old heads. Stop hating.
I mean,
The new generation is moving into your all-time list. You're gonna have to get comfortable with it and shut up. That's what you're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
Respectfully, you're gonna have to just get comfortable with it. Some of your greats are gonna get moved out because guess what? It's a new day. I deal with it.
Speaking of incomparable comparisons,
Mhm,
yeah, Steph Curry, when he walks away from the game, he's going to own every stat when it comes to offense, pretty much like of all time. It looked like you were about to say something.
I don't know if it'll be the scoring records.
You don't think it'll be the
all-time scoring
records?
record?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they'll touch that. I don't think he is.
How far away?
I
So
feel
he
like he's
just
pretty
passed
far
Magic
away.
Johnson, and he was sitting at what, 10, 9, 10?
Yeah, but like, how close is LeBron? And LeBron's high up on that list.
Yeah, LeBron's second, isn't he?
Second or yeah, something like that. Let me pull the basketball reference up real quick. Let me get to the basketball reference. Now all 3-point records will get shattered for sure. Like all of those are gonna get shattered and efficiently shattered. Points, career. Here we go. LeBron is third on that list.
How many points he got?
35,000.
Who's got?
Second is Karl Malone at 36,000, and then Kareem's at 38.
How many does Curry have?
Curry is down here. Oh, still scrolling for Curry. So he's 77.
How many points he got?
17,000.
He's got 17,000.
Yeah. He's got a long way to go.
He does have a long way to go. Now,
like
if
for comparison, Harden is 38. Melo is 13. I saw Durant. I think I passed Durant.
I think Curry's going to be in the league for a long time, though.
But he's been in the league for a long time already. You got to think about it.
He has. And if he hasn't been derailed by injuries, because you got to think, too, like Karl Malone, LeBron, like all those guys, they have not missed a lot of games in their career.
Right.
So Curry has missed a considerable amount. But if he was to stay healthy and had, I think he'd shatter all those records. Pretty much what my point is that everything's inflated. Like when it comes to today, because like you're gonna have more we're gonna push everybody out of the record books some point pretty soon. When it comes to like season highs and stuff like that, just because there's so many more shots thrown up today. Like the game's completely different.
Well,
so there's
more
like rebounding opportunities, more steal opportunities.
But in the early days, like in the not Elgin Baylor, I'm sorry. Gosh, I forgot his name. I can't think of the name right now.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, kind of that era. They had a faster pace. In the early basketball days, they had their
that is true because it was kind of run down 1-2, like throw it up.
Who's the original triple double guy? I forgot his name. The guy before Westbrook that had all the triple doubles.
I thought it was Elgin Baylor.
Was it?
Was he not the triple? I thought it was like him and somebody else.
Wait, you might be right.
Unless
I feel like I'm messing this name up. This is awkward. I'm blowing this right now. I don't think it was Oscar Robertson. That's the name I'm trying to think of.
Oh yeah,
Oscar Robertson. Yeah, him. Yeah, he was the man. So I feel like they ran a crazy pace back then.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's kind of coming back home, but the difference is the 3-point line is the real difference.
Yeah,
and guys are taking threes because Curry made the 3-point line the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he changed the game and everybody wants to shoot threes all the time.
Yeah,
I think Trae Young passed some attempt record or something like that. I had more attempts than Steph through his early days in his career, something like that.
Yeah.
Some ridiculous thing happened already.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, because I mean that's what it is now. Like just go shoot him. You got him, go shoot him. You know.
Well, but when you got guys like Kelly Olynyk, what's his face, who got 30 boards the other day or whatever, like I feel like we're gonna have more numbers like that.
Yeah, that 30 board game was crazy.
Yeah,
and I forgot who it was already.
I was about to say LaMarcus Aldridge, and that's not right. The 30 boards. Who was that?
Was it Lopez?
I want to say it was. I want to say it was from Phoenix.
Enes Kanter. It was Enes Kanter.
Oh, Enes Kanter.
Yeah.
Who's he play for now? I can't remember.
He plays for the Trailblazers.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah. So it was Enes. Yeah, that's right.
All right.
So yeah, can go to the next. Every time we get a basketball reference, it gets weird.
Yeah.
It's becomes a deep dive. We got to do a show about basketball reference.
Yeah.
Just random basketball reference stuff. More NBA stuff. Chris Paul passed Magic Johnson for 5th on the all-time assist leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's 10,145 career assists, and the Suns won in overtime last night. How do you view Chris Paul in the all-time stuff? He's a weird case for me because I have a love-hate relationship with Chris Paul where I acknowledge he's a very good player. He also does things that I find reprehensible on the basketball court.
Yeah. A
lot of times. Like the random dirty shots he throws.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a great player.
He is.
Yeah.
Definitely top 3 point guards all time.
Yeah. I can't knock that.
Yeah.
I can't knock that. I mean, he's just so incredible with it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like you watch him play, he's literally controlling the entire game.
Yeah, he does.
Like he's running everything. And what the Suns are doing is incredible.
Yeah.
Like they're second right now.
Yeah.
You know, battling with the Jazz. And I don't think there's a team you can discount in the playoffs necessarily. I don't think they're gonna necessarily make the championship, but I don't think you can I think they're gonna be in whatever series they go home, it's gonna be a fight. You're not getting them out of here.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be a real battle.
The Suns were kind of in the headlines in the offseason, but they still didn't, because they had a very impressive bubble.
Right. They went 8-0.
Yeah, they went 8-0, but still didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
But coming off that hot bubble period, rolling over into the offseason, the shortened one.
Right.
Not a lot of people were talking about them. And I think, they were in the headlines.
Yeah, when they signed Chris Paul, it became a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was impressive. Yeah, but I thought Chris Paul was in the bubble with them.
No, he didn't. He just signed the Phoenix this year. He was with Oklahoma City last year.
For some reason, I was thinking he was in the bubble with them.
Nah,
Okay, that's
he was in
weird.
Oklahoma City last year.
Okay, yeah. So, he did. Okay, but they did capture headlines. But I don't think a lot of people were very high on him. I think they had him like 7, 8.
Yeah, I said like 4 or 5 in that 4 or 5 range. I think.
Okay, well, that's kind of
what I
higher
had him
than
at,
I
at least, but
remember.
yeah.
From analysts speaking
Right.
about them. But I thought that was shocking because I did expect them more in the 4 or 5. And
Right.
this run, even though it is incredible and it is really shocking, it's not that shocking to me because I think the players have grown up faster. And Chris Paul has helped a lot with that. So DeAndre Ayton, not a lot of people are talking about him. I really like him. I mean, freaking Devin Booker's doing his
Monster.
thing, and then
Monster.
who else they got?
You gotta
I'm
see,
not
you're
even
trying to
thinking.
go.
Oh, screw it. They got but yeah, they're young players that
Chris
grown
Paul,
up
Devin
faster.
Booker, Ayton, and them boys.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah,
you gotta remember
they're
throw them
straight.
boys
They're
in there.
straight.
Yeah, throw them boys in there. Yeah, they got a nice team. Monty Williams doing a great job coaching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like what they're doing. I do respect it because I've always been like, I am. When teams are terrible for a long time, I don't care about you anymore.
Yeah.
But I kind of care about them now. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. But they beat the Bucks last night in overtime, and they got Philly tomorrow night on NBA TV. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
In Philly, so I guess they're doing the Eastern Conference, their Eastern Conference run. So they got Philly, then Boston, then Brooklyn. Woo!
Ooh.
Then the
nice.
Knicks. Good gracious, that's a crazy month. That's a wild month. You got to go, and then they got to play the Clippers after that. Good God, they're getting thrown through the ringer to end the season, dog. I'll be mad if I see a team with like a light schedule and that's my run towards the end of the season. I gotta play all these monsters. That's ridiculous. But yeah. So shout out to Chris Paul, still climbing the record books. I wonder where he'll go next year though.
Yeah.
Because the Chris Paul thing, you got 1 year him, people like him. Year 2, everything gets a little shaky. But yeah, congratulations, Chris Paul. You want to do the Kobe and Ike one here, or you want to do it last?
We can do it last.
All right. Alex Smith retires after 16 years in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he did this, for one. And 2, like, what a great story, coming back from that injury that could have been a career ender and still being able to produce at a decent level in the league. Salute to Alex Smith, man. One of the weirdest number 1 pick careers ever.
Yes.
Because he was a bust for a large span of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was not a bust.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got replaced. And then he went somewhere else and was decent again. And then he got replaced again.
Yeah.
And then he got to Washington. And what a weird career.
Yeah. Just too many high expectations on him.
Yeah.
Because he had a decent career, but not a number 1.
No, he wasn't
career.
a number 1 pick career at all. You're right about that. He had a very solid, just, hey, you were a good player.
Yeah, I feel he had no choice but to retire because really last year was the perfect bow on his career if you want to make it truly a storybook.
And,
so
yeah, and allegedly teams were calling about him, but he already made the decision. He was done.
Yeah,
allegedly. And I feel like Andy Reid said that if he goes into coaching, he's got dibs. So
nice.
That'd be good. Him in Kansas City, that'd be not bad.
Yeah,
in your QB room, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he can throw a lot of drag routes or draw up a lot of drag routes and slants and flats.
He probably got all the slants.
Yeah.
This was his draft class was strange, by the way. The 05 draft class?
Probably underwhelming, was it?
He was number 1. Ronnie Brown was number 2. It shows y'all that's a time capsule.
Who?
Ronnie Brown. Yeah, Ronnie Brown was number 2. Braylon Edwards went 3rd. Yeah, he was solid.
He was solid. Yeah, but not number 3 solid.
I mean, wait for it. Cedric Benson went 4th. Cadillac Williams went. Wow, all these running backs in the top 5.
Williams.
All these running backs in the top 5 is crazy. That's 3 running backs in the top 5. The league has changed dramatically.
Dude, what a different era.
Check this out.
Nobody taking running backs anymore.
Pac-Man Jones was 6th in this class.
He's probably the best one.
Low-key, probably. Antrell Roll, Carlos Rogers, Troy Williamson. I don't remember him.
What a terrible class.
7. Mike Williams went. The other Mike. It's so many white. How many Mike Williams have been in the NFL? I feel like it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I feel like we never don't have a Mike Williams in the NFL for some reason.
Yeah.
This is like a very common name.
Yeah, Mike Williams.
There's always a Mike Williams. Oh, DeMarcus Ware was 11. So.
Oh, okay.
Sean Merriman, Thomas Davis. Okay, it gets better towards the back half of the top 15.
Oh, okay.
Like Thomas Davis. Yeah, we got Sean Merriman, Jamal Brown. I think he was decent.
What was Atlanta's pick?
Thomas Davis, Derek Johnson. Let me find Atlanta. That pass. Oh no, Atlanta's down here. Roddy White was the Falcons pick.
Oh,
okay.
That was the best pick.
Logan Mankins went in the first round. He was a really good lineman. Draft classes are strange.
They are.
That just gave me a content idea, by the way, future work. But yeah,
Bet.
draft. Oh,
I'm
3
gonna-
running backs
I'll
in the
write
top
that
5,
down.
Levi. Thank you. Yeah, you know I forget.
Draft class idea,
Yes.
Titus.
Yes. Three running backs in the top 5 is a wild thing to think about in
Yeah.
2021.
Cadillac Williams, man.
Cadillac Williams,
Dude,
man.
back.
Ronnie
that's-
Brown and Cadillac Williams was a monstrous duo, bruh. They was sick.
Oh crap! I forgot.
Yeah.
Ronnie Brown was at Auburn too,
Yeah.
dude.
They had
Yeah,
them
that is
both.
crazy.
That was
But for some reason, Cadillac was the because I just remember being a young kid.
Yeah.
And that's really where I was already an Alabama fan. But
Right.
back in those days, we're on probation and
sorry.
all that.
Yeah.
We're all, sorry. We didn't see no TV time, bro. So I never we didn't have internet really back in like that in the day either. So this is around the time though when Alabama was starting to get back on TV.
Yeah.
And I think this is kind of like when their suspension light was towards the end and Mike Shula was coming in.
Mhm.
But yeah, Cadillac Williams was running all over us, and so yeah, bad flashbacks. But
Yeah,
shout out
I
to
understand.
Cadillac.
I understand.
Carnell.
I believe, Carter. I believed in both. I thought they were both gonna have ridiculous careers, and they didn't. I was very confused.
Yeah.
Well, all
What
they did was run the
what a weird like season that was in general. They split the national championship,
Oh yeah, because they didn't go.
split-
But yeah,
split
the
it.
weird. Yeah,
but they still can't really split it. I'm surprised they
Right.
haven't taken the UCF approach and have slapped a freaking 2005 national championship.
they should have. In retrospect, I
flag
bet they
on
wish they
them.
would have. In retrospect, I
I'm
bet
really
wish
surprised
did
they
that.
haven't done
Yeah.
that.
That's like a Tommy Tuberville move.
They
knowing
do have some
how he is.
spots
Mhm.
on campus and
Oh,
kind
they
of by
have
the
that?
stadium that reference it, I think.
Yeah.
So, but they don't have it like official,
Oh,
up
word.
there with.
Word,
Yeah.
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 Well, last headline, Kobe Bryant estate. That feels weird to say. And Nike have, I guess, ended their partnership pretty much.
Yes.
I don't really know what the details are, but I just know that it's over. I guess that's the best I can say for that. How you feel about this?
So they decided to end it for a few different reasons. One, they were kind of I don't think they're a big fan of these limited releases. And then
Oh, okay.
especially too that it's really hard to get kid sizes and because like a lot of the Kobe shoes didn't even come in kid sizes, I believe.
I didn't know that.
If I'm thinking about that right. I just don't remember seeing a whole lot of them like on the app or whatever. But
Yeah.
and they wanted a lifetime. Like if these conversations were going to go forward and if they were going to sign another contract, they were looking for more of a lifetime deal like
Yeah.
LeBron and somebody else with Nike has.
Right.
And I don't think Nike agreed or wanted to do that. So
That's interesting play by Nike.
that is a very interesting play by Nike, and I don't like it. I don't know why
Yeah.
they did
I
because I
don't
wasn't
see-
that shocked because I figured all these limited releases, yeah, the Kobe estate doesn't want anything to do with it anymore, so that didn't surprise me. But reading
Yeah.
the detail that they were looking for a lifetime contract,
Yeah. I
and
see.
Nike wasn't able to come in and do that, which is crazy, dude.
That is
Because
crazy.
it really is. Besides Jordan, it's the second most popular basketball shoe there is.
Right.
And to me, it's the best. It's the best looking basketball shoe to me. All of them are. So
It influenced a lot of other shoes too. Like Kyrie's shoe was a direct Kobe influence. Shoe.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Kyrie and the Kobe, especially the early Kyries, they're like directly Kobe influence.
a lot of other brands too, I
Yeah,
think, have
yeah.
shoes that are very similar to
All right, I
it.
got some Vanessa statement. We'll read it. Kobe and Nike have made some of the most beautiful basketball shoes of all time, worn and adorned by fans and athletes in all sports across the globe. It seems fitting that more NBA players wear my husband's product than any other signature shoe. Shots fired. My hope will always be to allow Kobe fans to get and wear his products. I will continue to fight for that. Kobe's products sell out in seconds. That says everything. Oh, and then she said, I was hoping
Some
to
bots.
forge a lifetime sponsorship, a lifetime partnership with Nike that reflects my husband's legacy. We will always do everything we can to honor Kobe and G's legacy. That will never change. Yeah, I hate they couldn't come in agreement. I hope they come back to the table and do something because I don't really.
I'm sure Nike will.
There's such a library of Kobe shoes. I don't really want to see a Kobe shoe somewhere else. It'd be kind of weird. Like a posthumous like Kobe shoe being sold without Nike or whatever. Because I don't know what the plan going forward would be with that.
Well, the article I read, so the Kobe
Yeah,
estate,
website
they
first.
own the Mamba logo.
They do?
Yeah, they own
Okay.
it. So
Good. That's
there
good.
is good possibility that this isn't the end of Kobe's shoes.
Yeah.
They could decide to go back with Adidas, which is where Kobe started it
Right, that's
with.
true. Yeah.
or they can go off with Puma. Jay-Z can swoop in and snag them. But in my prediction, this is just a huge bluff by Nike right now. Nike's just really wilding. And I think they're really I don't think they had their crap together. I really don't with a lot of these moves they're making.
Yeah.
And so this is just a huge bluff by them, something they can't really deal with or have on their plate right now. But they're gonna get a lot of blowback on this,
Yeah.
and within a few months, we're gonna see a new contract.
They couldn't possibly think they'd win the PR war in the situation. Right?
No.
Like, there's no winning this one.
They let the wrong executive hand. It's the
Yeah,
one
they
they,
put the wrong
let the
one.
exec that they put all the stupid stuff nobody else wants to deal with. They put
They let
him on
there
this.
instead of
Yeah,
giving it
it was by accident.
Yeah,
though,
yeah, he was accidentally assigned to
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
and then somebody looked at the lineup and was like, why is he doing that?
Yes.
Who did this?
Yeah. It's like, when's this meeting start? Oh, it's already over. It's like, oh crap, what happened?
Right. It's a mess, man. But yeah, so we'll move on from headlines. It's good. Nike get it together.
Yeah,
Levi.
but I'm sure I will throw this twist in there though. If it doesn't get back together, you sneakerheads who are resellers, clutch those Kobe shoes because in about 20 years that price is going to be over the moon.
That's a fact, though.
Yeah.
That's a fact, though. Super League, Levi.
Yes.
There's stuff happening in soccer. You want to explain it? Because I can't. I don't really understand. Major
Really?
team soccer are leaving. I don't watch soccer.
I thought you've
bruh.
been pissed off by this, dude.
I
I thought it's really grinded your gears. I really put this in the lineup for you, man. Like, I know it's something you
know.
wanted to talk about.
Yeah, Super League. Explain to me what's going on here.
All right, so
I was listening. The only thing I know about is I was listening to a little bit of Lebatard. I saw some Mike Ryan tweets, and he seemed to be on the rational side of things. And I was very confused. I said, I must be wrong because Mike Ryan's on the right side. No offense, respectfully, Mike Ryan.
so were you on the Super League side?
From what I was reading from Mike Ryan, but I don't really understand it fully.
Okay, so
So break it down for me.
basically what it is, you want me to kind of use a comparison to
That'll
here?
work.
Okay,
That'll work.
so let's imagine
Treat this
college
like
football.
it's a surplus, and you're trying to explain it to Michael Scott.
Bet. Let's say this is college football.
Okay, bet.
And let's say the teams we're dealing with right now are, let's say we're dealing with the Power 5, just the
All
Power
right.
5. And then we have the non-Power 5. And so this would be a situation where, say you end up every year, the lower teams in the Power 5, they might get relegated down to
Right.
the non-Power 5.
I do love relegation.
So, yes,
Yes.
relegation is a great system.
It is.
So, but this is like taking your Alabama, your, say, LSU, your Texas, your Ohio State, your Michigan, your major blue bloods teams, like the
moneymakers,
money
okay, yeah.
makers. Take 12 of them out of the Power 5. And now they're saying, all right, no more of this Power 5, SEC, Big Ten relegation bushwhack.
Oh,
We're leaving and we're making our own league where we're just going to play each other.
okay.
And so those 12 teams, are going to create a league of their own called the Super League.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
I'm following what's going on. And I did understand that the other leagues are very upset about this,
Yes. So
and they send in threats.
yeah. So FIFA and UEFA, who are over, all these.
Yeah, all this. Yeah.
Pretty much your SECs and your Big 12s and all that. The ones who are over that, they're mad and they're saying any players or teams that decide to do that, they're going to be banned from those leagues competitions. So that means no World Cup, no Champions League. All the major big players like that.
That's great. Now I do know about the Champions League is something I find to be dope. It's like, you take all the winners from the leagues and letting them play. That's pretty dope.
Exactly.
I like
So
the Champions
this
League.
ruins the Champions League, but it pretty much what they're doing is making their own mini Champions League.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they got contingencies. They got plans in place for this.
Yes.
Okay.
So my feelings towards it is, so it's pretty much this move was made or heavily influenced by the American owners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
naturally,
a lot of the Europeans or everybody's mad. Everybody's pissed off about it. And I understand it. And
soccer runs deep over there.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And soccer, so it's like taking this. They're a lot really mad about it because it pretty much takes away the whole, traditional relegation,
Yeah.
and everything. And so
Yeah.
relegation is really cool too because and all these mini tournaments that are within the Champions League,
Right.
FA Cup, all that, they keep the small teams still competitive, even though at the end of the day they know they're probably not going to make the Champions
It
League.
gives them something.
Yeah, exactly. It gives them something to
Understood.
compete for. And two, when you have these small town like neighborhood teams like your Crystal Palaces or your Derby counties or stuff like that, you get that experience a couple times out of the year where you get to go travel with your team to the huge, magnificent, Old Trafford's like legendary stadiums like that. And you get the opportunity where these huge teams that are legendary are traveling to your crappy little, 5,000 person stadium. Exactly.
Right.
So, and then the big teams like those fans, they love going to those small places too in small neighborhoods because like that's a different experience when you're on a small. So it takes away the whole camaraderie of that. And it sucks. Like I hate it because I think it's going to ruin kind of the culture of it. Now, as we have gotten into social media culture, a lot more kids or like of the youth over there, they are latching on to more of the Messi, the Ronaldo, the Man Cities, like all these big ones that have big name players. Yeah. But they still have loyalty and to their like small neighborhood teams too. They'll still go to their games on a regular basis, stuff like that. So it kind of hurts that too, you could say. So, yeah.
The thing with FIFA is FIFA's so corrupt. It's like when people leave FIFA, I'm like, oh, good, FIFA's corrupt anyway, but they still run everything.
Yeah.
So I think that World Cup thing is big, man. Some guys can't do the World Cup would be crazy. And
I mean, that's taking Messi out of the World Cup, Ronaldo out of the World Cup.
And those guys like
you're taking all the top players out of the World Cup.
Like soccer players like being in the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Like they that's their thing. They fully enjoy being that. So do you think the players will have a blowback, or how you think they feel about it?
Well, I think Messi's going to be okay with it because Messi always chokes in the World Cup. So he'll be fine with it. I don't know how the other guys, will feel about it. So, but they haven't even set the 12 teams yet. They have like 8 or 9 for sure set up, but there are a few major teams that haven't committed yet. I think PSG said they're not going to do it, so that's huge. Like,
that's a big one. PSG got like a Jordan. They got like a whole shoe.
Like
a PSG Jordan.
Oh yeah. They got their whole deal with Jordan.
Yeah,
so they're going to be straight, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think it's cool. Like for me as a casual fan, and I don't get up and like watch soccer.
Yeah,
this is actually going to be good for us. Like it is going to help Americans get more into the game because I'm not watching these Premier League, or Champions League, like waiting for the good matchups. If it's more likely I'm going to see more like Chelsea versus Man City, on my feed, I'm going to stop and watch that more or whatever. Yeah. So it's actually going to help us out watch it, and I'm not going to boycott it or anything. I'll watch it. It's going to be fun. But at the same time, I do hate it, and I'm against it.
I get what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because I do hate the fact that this is a straight, like, European... Soccer is not it's not our background. Like, it's not our thing. This is the European tradition that we're getting into now. Like, it's getting bigger here. But, like, dang, now you just want to take it from them? All those years of great tradition, like, back to what the 30s and 40s?
Yeah.
Like, all those years you want to just strip it? It's kind of wild.
It is wild. I mean,
I get the money grab aspect for sure because I know this is a big money play, but
I'm not gonna. Look, I don't feel guilty about it. Sorry, all my people across the pond, but because really, this has been apparently in the talks for decades. Like these major teams and these big money guys, they've been wanting to do this, and so now just some new ownership that has come in has helped move that along, and too, COVID's helped move it along too because no fans have gone to these games in a couple of years, and there's nobody there to protest, or
it's the best
like they're not selling tickets or anything. So exactly.
Yeah.
So it's very a sneaky move, like what they pulled.
Impressive.
Yeah.
And the thing with billionaires is, one of them gonna talk for the most part.
Yeah.
Stuff be leaking because somebody gonna want some credit. So I do look forward to the book about the collapse of the Super League in like 15 years when it falls apart for some reason. The whole history will be funny. I'm here for the collapses, bro. I'm here for the dramatic collapses in the billionaire beef.
They're gonna have to. Soccer fans are gonna have to stick to their guns, and actually, look, if it was us over here in America, we're so freaking fickle, bro. Like, if another league were to do this, we'd still watch it.
If a league just straight left America, we'd be upset. You'd be highly upset.
Oh yeah, we'd be upset. But I'm saying
But
like
yeah.
if somebody came in and
they would-
restructured like college football or
Oh,
something
they'd be
like
mad
we
to still
love.
watch. They mad to still watch.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
fickle. Like we'll still
Absolutely.
watch it or whatever, and it will get still like shoved down our throats
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
But over there in Europe, I think they can hold grudges better than we can and like stay
they'll
on
stick to the
task
principles.
more.
They'll stick to the
So
principles.
yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So that'd be one thing to watch though. Thank you for educating me on the Super League. I appreciate it.
oh, you're welcome.
Yes, sir. Who do our experts of the week? I'll go first, Levi.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you heard, I don't know if you heard, but Dwayne Wade bought an ownership stake in the Utah Jazz recently.
Oh yeah.
And I think if you were like me, your first thought was
Heat lifer.
the Jazz. That's out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's random. Where'd that come from? So
I thought of you when I saw that headline.
did you?
Yeah, because I know you. I feel like you secretly hate the Jazz, or really just Utah in general. So
Yeah, we got more. We actually got more on Utah next, not the expert segment. Like we got more on Utah next.
Oh,
not the
okay.
expert segment. So yeah, we'll get more into that. Good call. So yeah, Wade said, as a businessman, entrepreneur, and investor, I bring a lot to this partnership outside of my basketball experience. I'm excited to help take the Jazz to the next level. Now, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I heard that he can't necessarily influence basketball moves
yeah,
unless he leaves TNT,
yes,
and he's not. I don't think TNT thinks he's leaving. So
So
this
it could
is
be
just
that
straight-
angle, or I
Mhm.
think that is actually like a for sure thing. He isn't going to have any say, and he's
Yeah,
staying
he's
at
just gonna
TNT.
stay at TNT
That's
and
how
just
I
have a-
heard it.
Yeah,
is
he's
that
gonna
it's
have a-
already done deal on both sides.
he's gonna have to be a owner, just be a owner, but not really have influence to stay as part of the team, which
Yeah.
is cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
But it's a very interesting play.
hmm
Now,
especially when you had an offer from Miami.
aha, yeah, we're gonna get right into that. So, Mickey Harrison, because they had to get in front of this. It's like, why is he owning another team and not
Yeah.
and not the Heat?
Very
It's-
good
it's Wade
PR
County.
move though by them.
Oh,
Shout out
yeah,
to
they had
them.
They
Yeah,
had to. Yes, they
get in
go.
front of that.
Yeah. So Mickey Harrison goes, I want to congratulate Dwayne on his recent announcement. We had discussed having him join our ownership group after his retirement, but he was not prepared to commit at the time. Of course, I am disappointed that he didn't reconsider. I just clicked on the page and messed it up. Okay, here we go. Last thing. Having said that, I wish him good luck and
Yeah.
much success with the Jazz. To me, Dwayne will always be a Heat lifer.
Mhm.
I just want to say this made my expert of the week. I'm sure you wonder why this is expert of the week, Levi.
I think I know where you're going with this.
I like the fact that there's clearly some type of issue here with Dwayne and Mickey
Mhm.
and Dwayne and the Heat organization, but they're playing nice for the kids.
Yeah,
Like there's a lot of passive aggressiveness
are.
happening, but they don't want to show it in front of the children. The children will be the fans in this case. They don't
Mhm.
want the children to know what's going on, so they're just hiding it, even though they're sleeping fighting over the covers at nighttime,
yeah,
sleeping on separate sides of the bed. One person may even get kicked off the bed sometimes.
yeah.
But that's really what's going on. It's a lot of passive aggressive stuff going on here.
Yeah.
It's clearly a beef, but they both know it's in no one's best interest to publicly have issues with each other.
Yes.
Just leave it all for
No,
speculation.
especially
and
for
just-
that fan base and
Yes.
those two heads
Yes.
of the
They don't
organization.
need that.
Look, it is absolutely like a terrible divorce because
Yes, it's so bad.
Pat Riley, who literally is the Godfather,
Right.
and Dwayne Wade coming in. I mean, they love them so much,
Right,
so hard,
right.
so hard. So yeah, it'd be really hard for them to detach from either of those,
Yeah.
or have to pick
Yeah,
sides.
they don't want anyone to choose sides. Everyone's gonna have 2 Christmases,
Yeah.
and they'll just go celebrate that way, I guess.
Yeah.
This is really weird. But yeah, salute to both of them for playing nice in public, even though there's clearly an issue.
I thought you were going to take the angle of shout out to Dwayne Wade, who just keeps doing whatever he wants and still gets. He's a Heat lifer though.
He's got to be. Man.
Oh, I
He's part
can
of-
leave Miami and come back. Heat lifer.
I mean, yeah, it's funny. The funny thing with the Miami thing, they did kind of want him to leave the first time. They weren't trying to pay him
well,
the first time,
yeah.
and I get it.
But I get it though. I get both sides of it. I get Dwayne wanted his money, felt like he deserved it, which he did. But
Yeah.
at the same time, they knew like you can't keep like
If we're gonna
paying,
be
you got to
honest,
move on.
That whole situation was the Lakers' fault because rest in peace, the Lakers gave Kobe that big contract at the end of his career, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
became the standard. Like, okay, you gotta make sure you keep these guys
Yeah.
forever when they play for your franchise.
And Pat Riley said, "Not on my watch."
yeah, Pat's
son."
like, hey man, I got some other plans. I got
he's the
other
Godfather.
plans. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pat's like, I got other plans,
Yeah.
you know. But
He's
yeah,
got
Wade's-
other children too.
Wade is such a big part of that culture that it's just like in their last decade and all the new fans they have, because I'm
Mhm.
sure they gained a bunch of new fans recently, right? Well, in the last 10 years, so they gained a new generation of fans
Yeah.
from the Heat run from the Big Three run to
Yeah.
where they are now. I'm sure they gained a bunch of new fans with that. So he's a big part of that. So he'll always be a part of it. But it's very weird how they clearly don't like each other.
Mhm.
The 30 for 30 will be great in 15 years.
Yeah.
When everybody talks about it on the record.
Mhm.
That'll be exciting. So yeah, what's your expert of the week?
I'm gonna give my expert of the week to Ronald Acuna Jr. for just balling.
Ronald Acuna Jr., Levi, for the first time, like, I literally watched a whole, like, not even a whole inning. I just watched a whole segment of just one baseball player because Ronald Acuna was up the bat. I was checking scores. I saw Acuna's up the bat. I said, oh, Acuna's up the bat.
Yeah.
Let me go see what's going on. It was against the Cubs in the Cubs series last week.
Hit the home run.
No, I saw the getting home from second base on a ground ball.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I was just like, I tuned in at the right time.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. He's a ridiculous player. Ronald Acuna is baseball for me right now.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, he is.
It's
like
so much fun.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he's okay. He's day to day with his injury, I
Yeah.
heard. So it's not major. Because I was very worried about that as not as just an Acuna fan. Not a baseball fan. I'm an Acuna fan. Fun players. I'm here for fun players, bro. So yeah, shout out to Ronald Acuna. He was cooking this year too.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like running everything basically.
yeah, he right now if there was an MVP
He would have been it.
race,
Yeah.
he's number 1.
Yeah. I saw his plate discipline's improved.
Mhm.
You know, he's very patient at the plate now.
His plate discipline
Not
is
baseball
improved
terms.
and also his effort because Ronald Acuna, he was that guy and it ended up costing because I'm not one of those big guys
You're not an effort guy, yeah.
of you got to run through the plate every time or
Right.
blah blah blah. But of course, I watched it happen. Of them just preaching, hey, you got to do these certain things, and it's all an effort thing, and he doesn't do it, and then it finally comes up and bites him like in a big, pinnacle moment. So that's what happened last year in the playoffs when he decided not to outrun something. They ended up bobbling the ball, so if he actually would have just ran, he would have been safe. But now he's hustling you can tell he's showing everybody, hey, look, I'm hustling now. So shout out to Ronald Acuna for hustling.
He's so much fun.
Yeah, he is.
If they take the fun out of Acuna, I will never watch baseball again.
No, they're not taking fun out of Acuna.
I'm just saying, you know how baseball is. You know how they get.
No,
If
that's what
they
I'm saying.
remove the fun from him at any point. I am done.
Nobody's trying to remove the
They
fun.
better not. Brian McCann,
Yeah.
keep your crummy paws away from him. You clown.
We're just trying to get him to
Respectfully.
run, bro. We just want him to hustle a little more
understand.
because it bit us in the butt last year. Okay, so
Okay. I just want that to be known.
Oh, yeah,
The day Acuna's out here not bat flipping and having fun, I am out. I'm immediately out, bro.
We'll take your once a week segment away from you for half the year. Poor Titus.
I'll be able to talk about Acuna. I'll be out. I'm done, bro. My three hit ratings.
Yeah.
Ratings for 3 hits a game. They'll be stripped from you, baseball. Don't you dare try me on this Acuna situation. All right. So Levi, I have more Utah stuff. Not the expert of the week.
All right.
Are you ready for this? You notice I've been doing kind of like stories lately with Not the Expert.
Mhm.
And like going into the real world. Well, now we're going to Utah. Centennial Middle School in Provo.
Mm.
All right, that's the school. Headline, Levi. Utah School District says it will revise project where students were assigned to be slaves and slave masters.
Oh my God. Bro, Utah schools really be tripping, bro.
Bro, like why? Why do they have to be like this?
Can we just blame it on Mormons? I mean, I know they're not like
What if we have a Mormon fan? Maybe we have a Mormon fan out there. Respectfully.
salute.
I'm saying, yeah, Utah is bugging. Okay, so here it is, Levi. I'm just gonna read some of the highlights of the story. Students in 8th grade class in Provo were randomly assigned to be slaves and slave masters for a project about the Civil War. And when they finished, they were instructed to, quote, reach their own conclusions regarding the issues. Yes, Levi. This story is by Courtney Tanner, by the way, at Salt Lake Tribune. I want to make sure I give proper credit. Levi, here we go. The assignment out of Centennial Middle School came last month and carried on despite pushback from several parents with students of color in the class. One father asked that his black child be given another assignment. He was instead told by the teacher that she would make sure the student got the north side of the war instead of the south.
I was about to say.
Yes.
Make sure he's a master.
Yes. Let let me scroll down a little more and give you some more stuff. The spokesman for the district he's trying to blame it on the miscommunication thing.
Well, yeah, I'm ready for these.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see
The
these.
spokesman says they're working with parents to resolve the issues, and then he says there was some miscommunication, misunderstanding involved with it. The assignment was never asking students to become a slave. It wasn't a role-playing thing. It was a research assignment. So, Levi, here's the problem. They have a screenshot of the email about the assignment sent from the teacher, basically. Here it is. Here's the email. Dear parents/guardians, as part of the upcoming Civil War unit in the 8th grade U.S. Department of History, your child will be involved in a project which investigates the impact of the Civil War on different occupations and individuals. Each student will randomly be assigned a fictional person to follow in determining how their life would have been impacted during these significant events. So that kind of kills the research project angle. This literally role play.
Yeah.
That is a definition of role play.
Yeah.
If your student is uncomfortable with their assigned person, please have them contact their teacher for an adjustment to their assignment. So, if you're in the South, hey, go on to the North. It's okay. Below are the categories of occupations with both male and female characters being represented in the North and the South. Again, the spokesman said this is not a role-playing situation. This whole email sounds like role play. You ready for the occupations, Levi? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Enslaved, freedman, escaped from slavery, plantation owner, farmer, factory worker, female only - field nurse, male only - factory owner, male only / soldier, male only / officer - female only - pretend to be male soldier. They got a whole Mulan. They got a Mulan. They had a Mulan in the assignment, Levi.
Where's the carpetbaggers at, bro?
I don't
got
know.
no carpetbaggers in there.
Students will be encouraged after class discussions and independent inquiry to reach their own conclusions regarding the issues. What are they supposed to read? What? So if you got the role of plantation owner, what conclusion did they want you to reach after you got done with your research?
Dude, so while you were saying that, bro, I was imagining an 8th grader sitting down and writing their essay, coming to their own conclusion. It's like, I've always been taught that slavery is pretty bad, but I'm not gonna lie, it rocks. I didn't have to do anything all week.
What conclusions do you want them to know? Like, what are they supposed to?
Exactly.
Are they supposed to come to? These are 8th graders. What are you doing? Like, just teach it. Just teach it. I don't understand why they had to do this. Just teach it. Like, what is this thing where, like, I don't know, we don't want to influence. Who are we to influence you on, slavery? Look, you just do the project and see how you feel about it when you get done.
At least they were sensitive on the gender roles, though.
They did. They
did take the time,
to map out gender roles.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
For sure. So yeah, that's Provost. That's the Provo. That is once again Centennial Middle School in Provo, Utah. Stories by Courtney Tanner.
That's where the university is.
Is it?
Yeah, that's where BYU is, Provo.
Huh. Well, look at that. It all comes together somehow. Zach Wilson, what are your thoughts on this? That's not one next question at this press conference to be. Zach, what do you think about this project?
Oh, I need a reporter to ask that.
That's what I need to know. It's trying to ask people tough questions.
Yes.
How you feel about this?
Ask him and Slater, I think. I think he's an offensive lineman from Utah.
Yeah. Let's get to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's going on in Utah today, Levi. You're not the expert of the week.
Am I not the expert of the week?
Yes.
Let me think. I don't have one.
You know,
Nah, I didn't really prepare
you
for
want to give Centennial Middle School and
Yeah,
Provo
let's
City
give 'em
School
the
District a
double.
double?
Let's
You
give
get a
'em the
double, a
double.
whole school district. Yay!
Yeah.
Congratulations. I'm gonna send them a plaque to the school. I'm gonna send a plaque to the school if they're doubling out the expert of the week.
Yes.
Because this is ridiculous. We have a fan nominated, not the expert of the week, Levi.
Oh, yes.
Humptastic, aka my cousin Sean. He commented, not the expert will be the Bengals for not taking Penei Sewell.
Okay.
I can see that.
Okay.
Because you got to protect the quarterback somehow.
Who are they slated to pick?
I think right now it's looking like they're going to take Jamar Chase. They're trying to do the LSU reunion.
They're doing that Atlanta Falcons move.
Yeah,
We're not going to fix the line. We're just going to give you another receiver to throw to.
You just throw it and get sacked a bunch. Yeah, that's what they like they're doing. We know you already tore your knee up, but look, just come on back.
Yeah.
Fix it later. So yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that that offensive line is completely
It's
trash,
awful.
and yet nobody's
Yeah.
projecting them to pick.
Nope. Nope. So
Yeah.
if you have any experts or not the expert of the week, please let us know in the comments as well.
Well, is Joe Burrow even playing next year?
He will be back next year, I'm pretty sure.
Like what, midway through the
Maybe. I feel like they should. He probably could play early, but I think they should slow walk it for sure.
maybe
That's your franchise. Don't blow it.
Yeah.
That's your franchise.
maybe what's the head coach's name? I forgot.
Zach Taylor.
Yeah, maybe Zach Taylor.
I don't know how I pulled that out, but I'm proud of myself. Continue.
Shout out. Maybe Zach Taylor believes in his coaching so much that by the time Joe Burrow is healthy, he'll have that offensive line
Oh, yeah,
right.
there we go.
He doesn't need any more guys. He's got his guys. He's just got to coach them
You
up.
got to coach him up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's hit some draft talk, Levi. The draft is in another week,
Yes.
and
Next
another week.
weekend.
This when the lives really kick up.
Yeah.
The Lion season really kicks up.
Yes.
There was a report that the Eagles are moving back into the top 10, and woo, do you know the feelings that came to my body when I saw that?
Yeah.
And people were like, well, look, they got more assets. I'm like, you could have just stayed at 6.
Yeah.
You were there already.
Well, I heard they're afraid Joe Horn's going to go off the board.
JC
before.
Horn.
Yeah, JC Horn. Yeah.
You
Joe-
should have stayed at
Joe
6, and you
Jr.
could have had a better chance of getting him. You had 12 now. Oh, a fire Howie chant broke out at the Phillies game last night. by the
Oh,
way.
it did.
It did. And I
Good.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah.
You know I
That's
did.
nice.
I hate this team. But, everybody wants the worst for the Falcons.
Mhm.
Have you noticed this?
Mhm.
Everybody's really on the y'all draft Kyle Pitts thing.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't do anything for y'all, like, franchise-wise.
Mhm.
Everybody wants Falcons to do it because it'll be fun.
I think so.
No one wants y'all to win games.
I came to the conclusion last night.
Mhm.
I'm finally there, bro. And it's like the timeline is it's all syncing perfectly, except for I would say I did a little earlier this year. But every time we've been slated to get an offensive lineman, or I've known we need to go after an offensive lineman in the first round, I don't want it. Let's go after the fun ones. I want to hear it. Throw it at me. Let's get all the wide receivers. But it finally hit me last night. Let's just do it, man. Let's take that penicillin shot or that penicillin shot. And let's fix that offensive line. I literally just came up with that, bro. Like,
The penicillin shot?
yeah. I don't even know why I said penicillin shot in the first place. And then I was like, oh, then that sounds like Panay. Not the experts.
I don't think you have anything else to talk about in the draft besides that. You got anything else you want to talk about? 'Cause I would end this segment right now just on that. On that
Dang.
line. That line was great.
There are some other things I want to say, but what's crazy is
Keep going.
there's not a running back projected to be drafted in the first 2 rounds.
The running back position has died, and it makes me sad.
It is sad,
It makes me so sad.
but I'm not doing it, bro. Like you couldn't pay me to draft a running back in the first round.
I don't think there's one in this class I would want that high.
Yeah,
either.
because even though Najee is a boss, and so
Yeah.
is Travis Etienne, they're
Right,
bosses.
Right.
They're not guys I think are gonna.
They're not Saquon Barkley.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
and they don't have. Well, Etienne's got amazing speed. I actually think Etienne will hold up better in the NFL than
Was
Najee
Etienne
will.
underutilized at Clemson?
Yeah,
I feel like he was, right?
they just wanted to throw it too much.
Yeah.
But I think also too they kind of had a deal with Etienne to save him. You think so? Maybe
That makes sense.
I
can
feel
see
like they
that.
probably put a cap on him, like
Yeah.
to help him for his
Right,
NFL career,
Right.
because he did say they're a year long.
He did say
didn't
a year.
Yeah,
He said another
so,
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. There's no running backs in this class I would want. Like I wasn't mad at the Giants for getting Saquon Barkley because I think Saquon Barkley's great. I
Yeah.
wasn't mad at them for doing that. But I do get the argument that you can replace them. But
Mhm,
for me personally, just mentally, a high end running back. I just love a good high end running back.
mhm.
You know, I know
I
you
do
get the
too.
production from other people, but I was like the one dominant guy. I love
Yeah,
the
like
one
a Derrick
dominant.
Henry.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the one dominant guy. How Derrick Henry's still doing this is still beyond me, by the way.
Oh, Derrick Henry's going to be doing this for a long time.
It's so
man.
it's like the clip's supposed to happen at some point, and it seems to not be happening.
No,
For his physical style,
tell me who can break that man, bro.
no, time. That's it, and time might not get to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, they have Najee going to Tampa at 32 in the mock draft.
Whoa, in the first round,
30, I mean, you on the Super Bowl. What else I got to do? You know?
I saw Tampa going after. Oh, a lot of mock drafts have them getting another defensive lineman, in Christian Barmore, defensive tackle,
Speaking
which
of
would
that,
be crazy. 'cause-
Ian Rappaport put a quote out today and said that he said it was from a random scout that this is the worst defensive line class he's seen in forever.
yeah, because I think Christian Barmore is one of the top guys on the
people aren't
defense
high on
line.
the defensive guys in this class at all.
Yeah, Barmore is really good.
Yeah.
He's your nose defensive tackle, and that dude is strong, and he's shorter too, so he can pretty much out leverage you, kind of get up under you. But I don't think he's not going to be dominated. He's not going to be a Vita Vea dominating in the NFL because he's a little bit smaller of a dude. But I mean, he's very impressive.
Yeah, and like Micah Parsons is supposed to be like the first. He's supposed to be the high defensive guy, and I still like the talk about him is very light. Like no one's really talking about the defensive players.
Don't they have Denver getting him?
Possibly, I think.
I think he's the best edge rusher. I think coming in this draft.
Yeah, but Ro, I know they signed somebody, but Tampa's just trying to get literally any person that they can get.
Well,
because they signed Giovanni Bernard, but they're trying to get anybody.
Yeah,
Tampa will take anybody at this point.
Yeah,
it's like you want to play football here, come over here.
But
they're just doing all the names.
What position does Tampa need to fix?
That's what I'm saying. Like
none.
The same thing with Kansas City drafting Clyde Edwards-Helaire last year. Like they didn't have anything.
Exactly. But except for now, in retrospect, though, people were thinking, we probably could have done something else with that.
Yeah.
When they started falling apart.
Yeah. And then he got hurt.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
That's why I think if you got an extra, that's where you go definitely for the offensive line in the first round. Like if there's a caliber one, if you don't need anything else, it doesn't hurt to back up that offense.
And then we think about they didn't need offensive line at first. Then they suddenly did.
Kansas City?
They had injuries and.
But I mean, those two dudes were older too.
Duvernay terrified to fight COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things that you don't need it until you do.
That's true.
Yeah. So Levi.
Yes.
The 49ers are at the top of line season.
Mm-hmm.
They lie so much. I don't know what to believe.
They are.
They were drafting Mac Jones. Now they're like, well, we never said we were drafting Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Everybody said we were drafting. We never said we were going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they sent some specific route things, some specific drills for Justin Fields and Trey Lance to run, I think, after second pro days, apparently, and they're going to be at one of them. So,
well, I think Trey's was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right. It was yesterday, yeah. They had specific drills they wanted them to run. They just lying.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just ready to get over with so we can see what they do. Because I want to know if I'm going to laugh at them or not. And how much I'm going to laugh at them.
What if they get Kyle Pitts? They pull the rug under all of us.
It's over.
I think that's the move, bro. I'm getting Kyle Pitts if I'm Kyle Shanahan, bro.
Yeah, but then you got
George Kittle on one side.
But you already don't trust Jimmy.
Bro, Kyle Shanahan can freaking stick Matt Barkley back there, bro, and they'll be straight. They will be. And so I don't think he's not getting Mac Jones. For some reason, in my head, I think that's the done deal. Mac Jones is not going there.
Yeah.
If I had to lean anywhere, I think he's going to go Trey Lance because I think he believes he can do whatever he needs to do right now with Jimmy.
I hear that.
I don't know.
I would be surprised, but I just don't know what they're so confusing.
I don't know. I'm getting Kyle Pitts. I'm getting Kyle Pitts, George Kittle.
Kyle Pitts.
That's all you need.
I feel like he's a lock, bro. I don't feel like Kyle Pitts' career can go south. I just don't see it happening. I think no matter where he goes as a tight, like no matter,
unless he's misused.
Yeah, like as a tight end, bro, you'd be good tight ends on sorry teams, but that tight end be reliable.
Yeah,
Jeremy Shockey's like almost his whole career.
Yeah,
like they be on sorry teams.
Tony Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah,
went to the Hall of Fame as a Falcon, which still confuses me, but he did that. Because that's be sorry.
They loved Atlanta.
Yeah, they can be on sorry teams and still just
he got to a Super Bowl, but didn't win it there.
He did. But we talk about these quarterbacks, and it's a lot of options at quarterback. Levi, you present this. You say let's look at these quarterbacks, man. See how you want to do this. You want to evaluate who we think is going to have who we're going to be talking about in 5 years, or who we're going to be. How you want to do this? This ranking.
Yeah,
you want to project? You want to project who we'll be still remembering in 5 years?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, let's do that.
I'm cool with that.
Let's do that. Future projections. Need a crystal ball. It's 5 years in the future. Now, the Experts is the #1 podcast in America. NFL season's in full swing. Another season's approaching. We have a new crop of quarterbacks. Talking about the next generation.
Yes.
Levi, which quarterbacks we're looking back at the 2021 draft class. It's 2026. That's 5 years. Yeah, 2026. We're looking back at 2021 draft class. What quarterbacks are we talking about still, Levi?
Well,
got stuck.
I think Trevor Lawrence is retired because he doesn't like football anymore.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah.
I like how people are like, I think Bomani Jones had the best take on this. because Trevor was like, I don't really have a chip on my shoulder.
Mhm.
Be like, why would he say that?
Yeah.
I think Monty had the best point. Like, who's told him he couldn't be good at football? Like, why would he have a chip on his shoulder? He's been
Mhm.
good everywhere. He lost
Mhm.
like what, one game in high school? Like, yeah, that's proof I was. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
if you've been good everywhere, you shouldn't have a chip on your shoulder. Does that mean he doesn't work as hard? I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure he works hard, but
I heard somebody come at it with an interesting angle,
Talk
and I
to me.
liked it. Is that pretty much to your point that
Yeah.
nobody's ever told him he's not good at football?
Right.
Somebody said, yeah, that means he's never had to fight for football, meaning that he's never. Trevor Lawrence really hasn't gone through like a down period
No.
in his career, except for having COVID, and
that sucks.
yeah.
But like in terms of on the football field, he's had some regular losses.
He's never second guessed himself, like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Or oh,
Yeah.
I just can't do anything right, man. Or oh, I've never had to face competition really into getting a starting role. I just let Kelly Bryant mess
Right.
it up, for himself in front of me.
They kicked the whole senior out of school for you.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
They were like, Kelly, we know it's your last year, but hey,
No, I don't think he was a senior.
I thought he was.
No,
You sure?
I thought he was like a junior.
I thought it was this. Maybe you might be right.
I think he was like a
Because
junior.
but he didn't play the next year at Missouri, right? He was gone. Because he went to Missouri and played like.
I think he got beat out at Missouri though, or transferred
You might be
again. I
right.
may be wrong about
Yeah.
that.
I don't remember.
But yeah. So he's never really. You're gonna have some dog days in Jacksonville in that hot Urban Meyer air. So we'll see. He may become disinterested.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Because he did go play there. He played 2019 season at Missouri.
So he's a junior.
Well, yeah, you're right. But yeah, they kicked the whole man out of school. Like, hey, bro, you gotta.
Well,
get
they
him
didn't
outta
kick
here.
him out. He left.
I mean, it wasn't like.
And he
you
left
gotta-
halfway through the season. Remember?
because he was trying to play football, and it was like, look, bro,
Trevor's better.
we ain't got a spot for you. We ain't got a spot for you right now. You know what I'm saying, man? I was out of there.
Well, he left, and you remember Dabo got mad about it.
Yeah, that would did get mad about that.
He said, back in my day, we stayed in 5.
Back when I was at Alabama football, we just stayed there.
You know how many times I could have left Alabama and gone anywhere else? None, because nobody else wanted me.
That is a
So
funny
I
thing
stayed
about
there,
that
and
type
I
of
fought.
I do love like the cognitive dissonance people have in those situations. Like, for example, a few weeks ago, before the trade deadline, the Nuggets got blown out, and people asked Jokic, were players worried about trade deadline? He's like, if they were, they're unprofessional. Like, that's easy for you to say. You're never gonna get traded, Jokic, unless you ask for it. Of course you think that. You're never gonna get moved.
Yeah.
You're Jokic. Like, if stuff like that always kills me. Like, well, I couldn't do that. Like, I bet you couldn't. Dabo. Yeah, that stuff always kills me. People just so unself-aware about.
Yeah.
Stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Trevor Lawrence doesn't like football,
Yeah.
but he's really
So
good
he'll
at
be
it.
retired 5 years into the future, or he's already retired now.
Him and Urban
'cause
Meyer
they're
can have a
there.
joint retirement press conference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right after Trevor leaves, Urban
Urban
leaves
Meyer
too
retired,
because
yes.
he forgot something.
Yes.
So oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna retire too.
So yeah, the quarterbacks we have left since Trevor Lawrence retired, Zach Wilson. Where's he at?
So
in
he's at number
2026?
5. Dude, you know what? Zach Wilson, he's gonna be sitting at number 4.
Mm.
Yeah. No, actually, Zach Wilson. Yeah, I'm gonna say really Zach Wilson last. I believe in him the least.
And he's going. I believe in Zach Wilson the least, and he's going to the Jets.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a good combination.
That is true.
For me mentally
Yeah.
trusting you as a quarterback.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
Zach Wilson's career will be over before Trevor Lawrence retires. So
Okay.
Zach Wilson 5,
Okay.
Trevor
right.
Lawrence 4.
So we got Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones to talk about. Those are the 3 guys left. I think Mac Jones is a semi-decent backup for Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh because Ben's apparently never going to leave.
Yeah.
So he's another one of the Pittsburgh backups.
Yeah.
So that's where he is.
Well,
You know what? Actually, no. Mac Jones is the quarterback for the Washington Football Club. The Capital City Football Club.
the team.
Yes.
Yeah.
The team. He is the quarterback for the team. Because they still haven't figured the quarterback situation out in 2026.
Oh, he is. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
They
in my
figured it out.
prediction, Mac Jones has actually already won 2 titles with
course
the
he
New
has.
England Patriots and Bill Belichick because Trey Lance got taken off the board
Before Bill
by
could
the
get him.
yeah
Before
by,
Bill could
by
get
the
him.
49ers.
So where's Kyle Shanahan 49ers now with Trey Lance?
They're straight, man. Like they've made it to the Super Bowl 3 years in a row, but still haven't gotten it yet. So he's sitting at number 3. Mac Jones at number 1, and
Justin
Fields doing his thing at Carolina.
with
Yeah.
the Panthers,
Yeah.
yes. at number. He's just been a solid quarterback. They haven't really broken through yet, but it's the Panthers. They don't know how to do anything.
Yeah,
So he's
exactly.
just had a decent career. But we still just waiting on him to get that breakthrough year, huh?
I would say he's been on the cusp of MVP for a few
the MVP,
years. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I understand that. I get that. But yeah. So,
But we're still worried if if he's making business decisions out here.
he's still taking too many sacks. He's
Yeah.
taking too many sacks in his career because
Yeah.
he thinks he can make every throw. But he's doing a little better at that now than he was early on.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Fields at 3.
Yeah.
Mac Jones is your 1.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
Bill Belichick, he's a system QB under Bill Belichick.
All right. Well, Trevor Lawrence is my number 1 in this future.
Okay.
He's very good, but he plays for Jacksonville, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
They're just constantly, perpetually 7-9, 8-8, no matter what he does. Urban Meyer retired 2 years ago. He's at Notre Dame now, replaced Brian Kelly. He's gonna give them a nice 2 years and then be gone. He got them to lower the academic standards so we get the players in there. Like, do y'all want to win or not? And now all of a sudden, the academics at Notre Dame are lower, and they're suddenly in these playoff games and winning one.
Yeah.
Because they got the horses everywhere.
In the back.
Yes,
Yeah.
horses in the back. That's right. Trey Lance, he's solid. He's having a solid run so far at number 3.
Where's he at?
He's 3rd on my list right now.
I'm saying what team?
Oh,
is
he's with
he
the
at?
49ers.
Oh, he's
49ers
with the 49ers.
did go after
Okay.
Trey Lance. They've gotten close. His second year was the closest they got. They made it to the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan, they had a 10-point lead, magically lost it. Kyle Shanahan he couldn't break through, and they magically lost that Super Bowl.
And then the following year, he stood for the flag and then got kicked out of the NFL.
He stood for the flag.
Yeah, I was trying to go with
Oh,
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry, it was a joke. It was.
I got.
It was-
When you said he stood, I got confused.
Yeah.
But
And it sounded like your timeline was kind of similar as to what Colin's career. I don't know if you were trying to do that on purpose. So I was just like, oh, I'm going to run with it. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. Then
The
he stood for
the
the
curse of the
flag.
49ers quarterback.
Yeah.
Number 2, Justin Fields is the Eagles traded back up and got Justin Fields.
Ah.
All right, and I'm sorry, they didn't trade up. Justin Fields fell down because it has happened to one black quarterback every year.
Yes.
He fell in the draft to 12. The Eagles scooped him up. Jalen Hurts was very unhappy about
Reluctantly,
it.
they didn't even want
Yes.
to do it either.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts was very unhappy about it.
Yeah.
But he's such
They
a
had to
class
get
act.
Jalen Hurst's permission, his blessing. Yeah.
Yeah. He was very unhappy about it. But he's such a professional that he just accepted it.
Yep.
And he's had a decent career for the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
I've sent Jalen Hurts to Houston.
Well, now,
Texas
but
quarterback.
now he did announce his early retirement, and he's going to coach at Alabama with Nick Saban.
There we go.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields is Philadelphia quarterback. We have been on the precipice of victory. We've already replaced whatever the coach's name is. Who I forgot his name already.
Wait.
Smiley man. Nick Sirianni's gone. Sirianni's gone. He's gone already. We're on some new hotshot coach that we got.
Wait, Nick Saban's now in the NFL with the Eagles, and Jalen Hurts retired from the Texans to take over at Alabama.
That's a wild timeline. This is a wild timeline. Justin Fields having a great career with the Eagles, but it's very Donovan McNabb like where he's doing really well, but it doesn't matter because the Eagles just can never get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Roseman's still employed somehow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. That's why he can't get it right.
Mm.
And last we have Mac Jones, who is a backup somewhere.
Ah.
A high paid backup though, because
Highly paid.
yes, he had his rookie year. He came in for replace quarterback, and had a really good one game. That one really good game that kept him employed for 5 more years.
Ah.
You know,
So he just
it
could
was
never.
it was the Kyle Allen experience.
He just could never find the right
He
system.
couldn't get the right
Yeah.
system. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
the Kyle
He's-
Allen thing where somebody likes him and he keeps a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In all seriousness, he's definitely going to have to be one of those guys who gets picked up by the right
For sure.
team or
For
system.
sure. For sure. Yeah.
Because I think he can be successful in the NFL, but it's not on Mac Jones alone.
Yeah, it's gonna
he's
be-
definitely going to have a good.
It's gonna be
pair.
such an adjustment for him to not have everyone open all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I think Tua went through some of that too. Even despite the hip thing, I think some of
Yeah.
it was also like, because I was light on Tua. I'm like, bro, he broke his hip less than a year ago, and he's trying to play football. Like, he's got to figure things out. And also, it's like, yo, everybody's not open all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just throw this check down. He's very safe in the NFL now.
Yeah.
But I think Mac's gonna take some time. But yeah,
I just think Mac will be better because going off those comparisons,
Yeah.
I have argued I think he's a better decision maker than Tua because I mean along with some other things I think he does better, but Tua's always looking for the long ball. He has a lot of confidence in himself. So
and he kind of
he's looking
changed
to
it
draw
up in
the
the
play
league.
off.
So he got too conservative kind of when he got to the NFL. Tua did.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he
Tua,
did. But
yeah.
I think that's also from his first couple of appearances, I think he got
yeah.
he held the ball way too
Right,
freaking long.
right. Well, that's the future prediction. We'll do more of those. I like going to the future.
Yeah, I
It's
like
fun.
that. I like that.
That's a good idea. NBA playoff race.
Yes. You want to kind of you trying to do an NBA pod this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll actually do it
we're kind of close on time.
We're
so
running
we
over
can
time.
just like
Yeah.
anything you want to say?
The Philly's gonna win the East, so you guys be ready for that.
Okay.
The Nets gonna fall apart because our injuries are gonna kill them. You know, one of the two.
Yeah.
So get ready for the 76ers running the East, baby. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got for that. Oh, the Celtics, y'all lost to the Bulls without Zach LaVine. Gross. That's all I have to say for that. That's just nasty.
Celtics suck, man.
They got the same number of wins. Y'all
Blow
do,
it
though.
up.
31. They get 31-27.
Blow it up.
They right on y'all heels though.
Atlanta. We're beating the Heat. I'm praying for the Heat.
Well,
in the
it's
first
back at
round.
the Celtics now. Now it's the Celtics again. It's Celtics 4-5. Hawks Celtics 4-5 matchup now.
How many games back are the Heat?
The Heat are 30-28. So they're 7th right now. They're one behind. Okay, so the Knicks and Celtics are both 31-27. The Heat are 30-28.
I forgot I printed these freaking off.
You did?
Yeah, for myself.
It's so confusing. I don't understand. It's everyone's with everyone basically. This is a jumbled mess.
Yeah, so the Celtics and the Knicks are tied.
Yeah.
At 5 and 6. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I see it.
Yeah. Do you want that Tom Thibodeau smoke in the playoffs?
Actually, no. That's what I said. I'd rather have the Heat, bro. I'd rather play the Heat.
Yeah, one more thing. I don't think we talk enough about the fact Jay Tatum's out here like, yeah, I got taken an inhaler before games. I think we swept that under the rug. That's a very, very big deal. We should talk about that more. You want to hit the Nets real quick?
Yeah, I'm done.
What do you think about the Nets?
Well, I just want to say that Stephen A. said everything that needed to be said last week.
Oh, did he?
I like the rant.
I didn't even catch the rant on that. I didn't catch the Nets rant.
You didn't catch the
It
rant.
was funny. I went down a Stephen A. rabbit hole the other day. Watching his old stuff.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Stephen A. had a really good rant when KD announced he wasn't playing against the 76ers last week. Did you watch that game?
No, because when I found everybody wasn't playing, I got mad.
Yeah. Did you hear
I was
about
real upset.
in the final couple minutes, Philly fans, they just kept chanting,
Oh yeah,
KD
you did tell me
sucks.
that.
Yeah. So, Stephen A. Smith went on a whole rant about how sick and tired and disgusted he is. Oh, that is so great too. Not just Stephen A. Smith, but another GOAT as well, the Mad Dog Russo. I love it, man. I love his rants.
You know, Graph Check was.
That's the dude who needs an inhaler before every show.
He does for sure.
Yeah.
He be wilding.
Yeah.
He be out of breath. Man, just yelled Havlicek's name 7 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it really was, dude, because I was mad about that, bro. Like, I was mad when Katie said, oh, yeah, he's not playing tonight. It's like, bro, this sucks because I'm so tired of turning on these high-profile matchups and none of the high-profile players even being there, bro.
And is it Popovich's fault? He did popularize this.
Who, Pop?
Yeah, Pop did popularize this.
So
in the big games, he would sit those dudes.
Yeah, the seed is Pop. Pop is the seed.
Yeah.
Kawhi is the root. And then Uncle Dennis is also another root that sprouted off of it, and now it's got in a big entanglement. Yes, it's a huge.
And like, I get it from a health aspect, but man, like the national TV games, man, come on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, Mad Dog Russo said it best. What's his face? Bob Cousy.
Was late to the train.
Bob Cousy, would play a full game, hop on the train, take it all the way to St. Louis, hop off the train because it's running late, and run straight into the court and play a game.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I do get it. Look.
Health-wise, I understand the science behind it, especially this season with the COVID stuff. But can y'all just give me some more heads up besides a day?
Okay, well, this better. I'm going to say, like, fine. If we want to chalk it up to that, then I'm okay with that. But if we're coming with it again next year, and I agree with that too, but if we're coming again with the same mess next year,
something's got to be done.
No, something's got to be done because, look, we are at the peak of medicine right now. Like, we are at the peak of which, of course, there's gonna be more peaks into the future, but players have so many resources and different little things that help them cater their whole year and training and everything to those 82 games. And you can't give me like 78 of them. I mean,
and I understand they're being cautious with KD but like, I don't know, it's just
but
then he got hurt when he came back and got hurt. He didn't come back and get hurt.
Yeah, he did. He did, and KD's a weird one for me because I am a big fan of him. But look, I mean,
I'm more
it's crap.
lenient towards that with the Achilles. I'm more lenient towards it.
I'm
But
more
it just looks
lenient just
nasty.
because of the way the dude's shaped, bro.
It's just,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
the
true.
dude's
That's
a
true. He's a
toothpick out
7-footer
there.
with foot problems.
Exactly.
But
so,
it's just gross looking. It's
yeah.
nasty looking on when we got these national TV games. We got the 1 and the 2 in the East, 2 best teams. We can't see anybody.
Exactly, bro.
It's gross.
It's ridiculous.
It's really gross.
And
yeah.
it's yeah. And it's,
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Kind of caters to the old argument too, because this was the argument back a few years ago when the player,
Load management
the load
thing started
management,
happening,
yeah, the LM, whatever,
Yeah.
started making its way in. People and 2 contracts going up, and people
Right.
started using the argument of, oh, well, like you expect us to pay, you this, but that doesn't mean. A lot of the executives argue, okay, well, like, yes, you want this, this, and this from us, but if you don't even play half the games or get this from, you're still getting, Kyrie and KD still getting paid the same, pretty much, like with all this.
Oh, the money's still flowing.
Exactly, bro, and that's what
the TV money's still flowing too. It's just you're making a product that sucks. It's just the product isn't as good.
Yeah,
but the TV money.
And I want them to get paid, but also I would like you, to play some more games. That's all I ask. You can have your millions, you can have your fame, you can have your burner accounts, and you can have your flat Earth, but just give me some more games.
Well, Kyrie was there, but Kyrie be needing personal time.
Isn't Kyrie always there though?
Kyrie be needing personal time.
Yeah,
I remember taking real PTO. I remember really taking.
Don't
Kyrie
even get
really
me
taking
started on
PTO,
Kyrie, bro.
Kyrie be taking PTO in the NBA, and it's really funny. It's really funny to me. So MVP real quick. If Steph Curry won, I wouldn't be mad. I really wouldn't be mad if Steph Curry.
How many games has he missed this year?
I think he missed that many actually.
Oh,
I don't think.
I kind of brought this up because you still have. So if it's not Curry, would you have Embiid?
I would have Embiid or Jokic.
I think you gotta put Jokic number 1 because I totally missed that. Embiid's missed 20-some games this year.
I think it's been like 11.
No, it's more than that because he's played. I think he's played 36, and they've already played 58 or something like that.
Did you hear the argument between Brian Windhorst and Tim Bontemps about
Yes,
this topic?
I heard. Yeah, I heard about that.
Did you hear the actual? I went to find the actual
No,
podcast.
I didn't. I was wanting more of it.
Embiid, Windhorst's point was we shouldn't discount Embiid that much in this shortened season just because it's a shortened season and he missed some games, sure, but he's also been really good in the time he's played. He's played 39 games.
Yeah,
They've played, I think, 40 something.
No, it's more than that.
39 to 18. That's about 50.
Yeah, it's 57.
Yeah.
So 19 games.
Yeah, it sounds right.
So
I
okay,
get
that's
the point
okay,
that
but
Andrews
Jokic's
shouldn't
numbers
discount him.
are just as good or better in
Look,
some
bro.
areas than Embiid's.
In some areas, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the
Points, they're
assist
pretty
number.
close.
I mean,
Yeah, the assist
Embiid's
number-
got him a little
he's got the
bit on
defense,
the
Embiid's got the
rebounds,
defense,
and yeah,
he's
Jokic's got the
Yeah,
assists.
it's just about what you value more. I won't be mad if Jokic won it.
Yeah.
The fact that Big Man's gonna win the MVP is pretty awesome to me.
Yeah.
Personally.
I mean, Jokic
Um,
does make me a little mad though because his defense is absolutely atrocious at times. It's so bad. He doesn't even play defense, bro. He just runs down there and he kind of watches what goes on and he's just ready to take off to the other side of the court.
I think for me, if they maintain their spot without Murray, because they're in the fourth right now, if they maintain that spot and keep a solid run to the playoffs, I can't knock it.
What, with Curry?
With Jokic.
Oh, with Jokic.
Yeah, if they make their spot without Murray,
Yeah.
bro, there's nothing I can say.
Now, I would give it to
Honestly.
Curry if they made it into the playoffs, but that's not going to happen. They're going to purposely not put themselves in the playoffs too.
You think so? I mean, I feel like they're too high up in the tank. The tank's not going to help them at this point.
I don't think they want to. I can see them not wanting to play. I can see even Steve Kerr being like, "Yeah, I don't even really want to coach, man. Like, what's the point?" I'll
Steve
just
does
let
have that
their guys."
Popovich in him.
He
where,
does, bro. He doesn't like
if
if
his
he's
team
not
is
going for
bad-
it all. He don't really care, bro. He's
Yeah.
just chilling.
And I kind of respect it to a point. It's just like, you know what your team's capable of. It's also
Yeah.
funny. Like,
Yeah.
Popovich in the playoffs when his team's overmatched is funny because it's just like he just be chilling.
Yeah.
You know that sweep is coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the thing is with the Warriors is they might as well try and make it a playing game because they have 29 wins, and to be in a solid draft position, you need 15. Because the Timberwolves have 15. Timberwolves and Rockets both have 15 wins. So
Okay.
they got too many wins. You might as well go for the play-in.
Yeah.
You know? And right now the 8 is Memphis and the 7th is Dallas. Low-key, the play-in situation, I might have Golden State beating both of them.
Yeah.
A little
Which in our
confused.
NBA pod, we can talk about the whole Mark Cuban playing thing too.
Oh, that was funny.
Because I got thoughts on that too.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. His top player said it was a problem, so you gotta say it's a problem. Your man,
Yeah.
your best player said it was an
Bro.
issue, so guess what? We all got an issue. I'll just leave it there for now.
I'm gonna just say Mark Cuban, he is setting himself up greatly for a career in politics because he's angling for that, I think, and he's doing a great job of being wishy-washy. He pretty much just goes off what everybody else is like. Oh, what does the majority want?
His
All
number
right.
one player said it was a problem.
Yeah. So
And now-
exactly. So he's like,
And
yeah.
now they're a
it's
7th seed.
BS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta play.
He was
every
the
game.
main proponent for it.
I didn't even remember him being the main proponent for it. I didn't remember that was a thing. I feel
I
like
heard
he
somebody
was,
say he was one of the main proponents
Yeah,
of it, so
I did
I'm
too.
going
Yeah,
with it.
yeah, that was funny. But as soon as I saw him co-sign, I'm like, oh yeah, your boy said you gotta say it. I get
Yeah.
it. You right. That's why
Yeah.
he kept Dirk for so long. Whatever they said goes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not an expert, but we'll get out of here. Leo, what you got?
I'm not an expert, but where was I gonna go with that? Man, I forgot. I had it. I knew where I was going. You know, I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah.
That's the t-shirt right there. Ah.
That's
Pish
it.
posh. Pish posh. I associate that with pish posh. I don't know why I associate that actually with pish posh.
Yeah.
It's just like a pish posh. That needs to come back. Pish posh needs to come back. That's a good word.
Yeah.
Well, I have to get semi-serious. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm not an expert, but Minnesota, please get this draw right, because I don't feel like going through the mental anguish if you don't. I really don't. So please get this verdict right. And
Is that
everybody,
today?
Huh?
Is that today?
Closing arguments were yesterday.
Oh,
So
yeah. So
it should be around the corner. Please get that right. And everybody, no matter what happens, please be safe and take care of yourself. And that is why I wrap on that. Once again, it's not the experts. Thank you all. Now hear me. Available on Amazon right now. Go get that.
No, hear this.
Now hear this.
yeah. What?
Every time. I always mess something up.
I'm going to jump on their webcam with you real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
It's Now Hear This, using the power of sound and song to dominate your market. So if you want to use audio advertising, which you should be, because podcasting is the thing, streaming audio is the thing,
The now.
Bang.
and if you're not on the train, you're missing out on some customers. So that's what that
Exactly.
book's about. Check it out on Amazon. Now Hear This. So shameless plug of the day.
Yes, sir. Now hear this.
Check that out.
Podcasting is a new Dogecoin. And we going to the moon.
Oh, yeah. I'm not an
Legally
expert,
that.
but dang, I wish I got on Dogecoin.
I cop some more just in case we got a second ride. I ain't gonna lie. I got about 100. I got about 100 Dogecoin right now.
Rod.
Now, if we don't catch a ride again, I'm just sitting here with 100 Dogecoin for no reason. But
Yeah.
hey, I'm on the market.
I wish I didn't sell my Bitcoin either.
Word, I feel that.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't sell my GameStop. That one share of GameStop I had around holidays.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mistakes.
Anyway, we can wrap. Thank you all. Have a good week. Podcast will be up sometime. NBA pod will happen this week. It's actually gonna happen. I feel like we said the last 3 weeks. It's actually gonna happen this week, guys. NBA pod is coming this week, so be on the lookout for that. Bye, everyone.
Peace.